Alrighty, YouTube. I did record this whole load, strapping it down, but I don't know. Pressed the wrong button when I took it off the GoPro. I thought it said to delete the ones on the file, but it ended up deleting all the videos. So anyway, so we picked this load up at Fridley and brought it down here to Georgia. We're only 20 miles away right now. That's what we have. Alright, we got chain going up and coming down. Same thing on that side. And of course we got the ones in the back. Now we did have the chains different, but an ATS driver was telling me that you don't need to have them pulling the way I was. Now I've never pulled these before, so I didn't know. Alright, there's the back side. So what I did is I had the chain hooked up there, and then I had it pulled all the way back as far as I could go. And the ATS driver says, no, you don't need to have it that far. So it's good to know, you know. I mean, like I said, I never pulled these before, and I do like those shackles, though. I'll tell you that much. Those shackles come in handy. I didn't have to take my hooks off my chains, because usually we have to take this cotter key out, drop this pin, and then take the chain off. I take the hook off, and then set it through. But now we don't have to. We just put those on. Put those on, and we're all set. So now what we're doing, since we're here, this load has cost me a lot of money as it is for parking. I'm already up to, well, before my shower, I'm up to like 60 bucks, 65 bucks, something like that, before I take a shower. This is a backwoods truck stop, exit 61 off in 85 south. So yeah, that's what we got. Boop, almost dropped my phone. So now what we're gonna do for a little bit here, we're gonna go up here and I had gotten some wood when I was at the terminal. Now what we're going to do with this wood, we're going to stand it up. So I got to take all this out so that I can rearrange this whole thing. So I can lock it. So let me do this. You can see this is going to come out. And then we got the top here. These are what I'm rearranging right here. Coil racks. They keep on falling every second. So let me get back to you guys. Alright, what do you think, guys? Got the straps all rearranged. The regular straps. Those are the ones that have the hooks on them. Up there. Hold on. There we go. Alright. Over here. They're the ones with the chains on the straps. Those were all in there. And here's that wood I did. See this? Anybody have the headache rack? That's what you need to do. It's 17 inches from top to bottom. Put one there. That way they can't move that forward. And then come on this side. You put one right here. This way they can't come towards you when you're taking off. Boom. And everything else is all stacked up. And now everything's in order. Top we're gonna put down there later on. I didn't fold my new tops up yet, so here's all my edge protectors, 2-inch ratchets. Straps are on the other side with all the straps. All right, we'll get back to you guys later. Oh yeah. If I can get it out. No, probably not. My new edge protector. It's made of metal. I'll probably have to unscrew that when I take it out. So much stuff down here. Chains. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Yeah, I'll just unscrew it. Hell with it. Anyway, that's a brand new. It's metal. I'm gonna get the plastic one as soon as Mighty Products have them in stock. Alrighty, later guys. Alright, YouTube. Alright, we're doing, just went outside and we did our pre-trip. We're just waiting for our time to come back. I called. They said I could show up early. Hold on, let me come and max the up. The guy says I can show up early. It is a residential area. Ready? Here you go, buddies. Here you go, little buddies. So, I told him I'll take my time if he wants. He says, no, just come on in where I'm only 20 minutes away, so, well, 19 to be exact. So, we're, first I gotta stop up here. They have a TA, mechanic shop up here. So I gotta stop up there real quick. The guy who was working on the truck here next to me decided to leave some tools out. They're not real tools, but the guy's probably gonna need them. You know, they're not Craftsman or Mako or what's that other one, Cornwell. But he might need them to work on a vehicle. I don't see nothing else out here. Of course, they didn't clean up their mess, you know. They dumped all that antifreeze and oil all over the ground. That's what the driver put out on the ground. That barrel right there, he couldn't put that garbage in there. Nope, he couldn't put it in there. That'd be too much work for him to do. What was I thinking? So we're here. We're leaving here in a little bit. Like I said, this truck stop is not too bad. But like I said, this load cost me way too much money in parking. You know, you figure I haven't drove in like probably 2 months. So I wanted to get some miles off. Because I had, my recast would have been crap. And they got me on a 3-stopper. So I wanted to get a reset. So that way I wouldn't have to worry about it. So what we're going to have to do is go through the fuel aisle to make the turn. Because there's no way I'm making this turn out of this parking spot. There's the turn right there. There is no way I'm making that turn from this parking spot. So I got to go up there by Magnum there and turn in. And then go through the fuel aisle. But that's what we got going on right now, guys. It's going to be a residential. And the guy asked me if I have a camera enough to have it on. I told him, I said, well, I have one the company has on the front for insurance purposes. And he said that was fine, just as long as I didn't have, like the last guy, he had GoPros out, one on his head and one on the truck, and people were just feeling a little concerned about him filming their kids and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's no problem. I have grandchildren, don't worry about it. So we'll do as much as we can. And as soon as somebody says something, then I'm not going to be able to do anything. But that's the way it is. I mean, if they say no, it's no. So, let me get going here. And I'll catch up with you guys when I get there. Hopefully I can at least get them unloading the unit. Because, you know, these units are already loaded, so. So let me do that. That way I can get all the trains taken care of. I got to stop up here at the TA, so we're going to do a real slow roll. So that way we're not clicking on the drive yet. Because we got to go all the way up to Nashville on a 2-stopper and then over to, I don't know, somewhere else. I had the message on my Qualcomm, but every time I wanted to read the message to get the phone number for where I'm going, it kept on going to the bottom of the page. It kept on freaking scrolling up. So I just went and deleted everything out that I didn't need or that I didn't want. So, all right, let me go and do this, you guys, and we'll get back to you guys in a second. All right, guys, we're all unloaded. We had to back down this road. They wanted me to back into there. I got the trailer in there, but my truck was sitting over there almost in that ditch. Almost went into the ditch. Almost. Now, we got a deadhead 80 miles to get a load that goes up to Tennessee. I was kind of hoping for more money than this for the week, but whatever. It is what it is. I mean, we just got to do what we got to do. I mean, I made more money in Fridley than I did on both of these loads. Should have just went home instead of going out. But anyway, so I'm going to put this together, you guys. I apologize I wasn't able to record. There was little kids right here. And behind us there's a house that had 2 little kids out there. They were all excited because they seen the big truck backing down and the guy came out with the low. And they were all excited when they seen that. So I couldn't get the camera out. But which is fine. It's fine. We don't really need to record it. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching, liking, commenting, and being patient while I was in there Fridley. And now we're going to go up, and hopefully when I pick up, I can grab the GoPro and put it on the head. So we'll talk to you guys then. All right, later.